On this episode, I answer book questions on my book day. This is GaryVee, Nerd Chuck, and it's episode 190 of the AskGaryVee show. I have a fun idea for the editing, Stefan, make sure I don't forget. Vader Nation, big heartfelt thank you. I obviously gave you a huge rant at the end of 189. We don't need to go through that again, so if you're watching 190 right now, because we put out 189 late, you're right?
Yeah, I was saying hi to Alex.
Oh, got it. Since we put out 189 late, that episode ended with the heartfelt thank you for everybody. Today is book day. I am leaving in a second to go to St. Louis. I will see so many of you tonight at a big book event with my boy Andy. Looking forward to that. I will bring serious fire. Actually, you know what? Stefan, we haven't edited in a while. Fire, like make it come out of my mouth. There we go. Feeling good. Feeling good about the book. Last night CNN was good. Talked a little Snapchat and politics. India got a shout out on CNN. She was fired up.
I was.
Did you get any love from some of your friends?
Yeah.
Amazing. Good Day New York this morning was very feisty. We should have that clip shortly. Me and Greg Kelly got into a young man, old man conversation, in my opinion. Most people, when they ask me a question, are asking me to give them encouragement to go for it because their parents didn't build their self-esteem.
Okay, that's a little bit respectfully outside your field of expertise.
I totally disagree.
I mean, look, but you're like, come on, like it's like an opinion. I have one, you have one. I mean,
listen, that's fine. That's your opinion. Now I'm going to set you straight.
Okay, I'm happy.
And here we are, India, and so here we are. And I think that we should go into it, right?
Let's go into that thing that we do.
Let's do that thing we do.
That thing that's now a book.
That's right. Let's get into the show. Oh, your energy is not working. This is book day. Let's go again.
I can't.
Let's
get into
the show. There we go. There we go. India, let's do it.
Matt asks, what was the most difficult aspect about the production of this book?
What was the most difficult aspect of the production of this book? As a matter of fact, this was probably the easiest book I've ever written from a production standpoint because so much of the content had a framework. One of the things I'm most proud of is the responses on social media and email this morning of people that are stunned how different it is than the actual show. Way too much, maybe a bad job by me, way too many people assuming that it was a transcription from the show. So, we took every question and answer that we did from the show and then added 100 of them. But the ones that came from the show, I reread, I added sentences, context, updated. And so it wasn't super hard. Steph Land, who I acknowledge in the book, my ghostwriter for the 4th business book in a row, is incredible. She knows me. We're a book married couple. We know how to jam with each other. I did a lot of it during my summer month in August in the Hamptons. So I was in a very good place. I was kind of like, get a cup of coffee in the morning, play with the kids a little bit, and then have like they would go to camp and just get in that place, put on the headphones, call Steph and be like, all right, Steph, what's the question? No, what you have to do, so I would start off zen, but it went intense very quickly. It was great. I mean, you guys were a big help. We organized. This one was quite smooth. I mean, honestly, this could be the blueprint. I mean, if this AskGaryVee, what a lot of people don't know is the AskGaryVee show ends today, and we're gonna be transitioning to DailyVee. And so with the book launch, I'm kidding. What's a lot of fun is if this show keeps going, even though I want to write Perfectly Parented, even though I want to write I Wish Everybody Was an Immigrant, even though there's other books that I'd like to write, I could see an AskGaryVee book volume 2. I mean, this is a format that could work. I mean, Andy, the response is real. Yes. There we go. India.
Next question. All right.
I should answer it. The toughest part? I guess the toughest part was the pressure I felt to make it not a transcription of the book. That I really, and it's actually why I think the book came out really strong. I forced myself to go to, I love to talk in like tweets and in like headlines and like powerful punches. I keep my second, third, and fourth tier stuff normally for my businesses. AskGaryVee, the show, made me get into my second and third tier stuff. And I try to force myself to get into some fourth tier stuff in the book.
Keith asks, can you talk a little bit about the outline/organization process of the AskGaryVee book? How did you decide the best order of info?
Steph Land. Steph watched what Steph does extremely well is she watches the last 2 years of my videos. I got on the phone with her and said, look, these are the things that are mattering to me. You know, if you remember, you might have been on this, but Stunwin, by the way, big shout out to Stun. I texted him last night before I even texted you guys. Big shout out to Stunwin, who was a big part of this book. You know, obviously, you know, India killed him and he is no longer around. And so, but we miss him. Let him rest in peace. We love him very much. He's actually on floor 12. Actually, Stefan, when you get a chance, I'm not even kidding, go down and capture him real quick, just so we can edit him in for a quick second. Literally just roll up on him when he's not paying attention, get it and leave. And be like, what are the, you know. He was a big factor. I think we all got on that, if you remember, there was that 2-hour call. I remember I was somewhere on a client thing where we talked about what should the chapters be. And I was like, you know, for some reason, patience didn't make it. I'm like devastated. But you know, we talked about parenting and self-awareness, and we got a lot more into that EQ thing. So we got on a 2-hour call, me and a team, we all talked about what the themes were about 150 episodes into the show. We got into them and they became the chapters. And then I had to call Steph and literally it was like, okay, clouds and dirt. And then I just talked. And then it was recorded. She layered on grammar and away we went.
Daniel asks, what is the most humbling thing that has happened to you through this book's promotion?
I think the most humbling thing is, this is actually very easy for me to answer. It's the extremities on both sides of the equation of the audience that consumes my content. The people that know me the longest, the Justin Thorpes of the world, that are saying, wow, this is really quality stuff. You know, people that have listened to me for 7 years, they know my spiel. I mean, think about you and Andy. You literally watched me at the 92nd Street Y the other day, and you know what's about to come out of my mouth before it comes out. Like, when you're around somebody, right, and you're consuming, for the people that know me the best, to really get their $19 worth, because there's really more stuff, cause I forced it to level 4. And, on the other direction, the people that are in mainstream media, the people that are a little more cynical by DNA nature, the people that think I'm a loudmouth or don't think that cursing is gentlemanly. Those people reaching out and some of the heartfelt emails that I've gotten in the last week of like, I didn't believe in you and this has caught me off guard, or, you know, I've never been a fan, but I had to review this for my website and I was blown away, or I never really understood that you were anything more than a blowhard promoter. Like, just, you know, the extreme, like the two parties, really into me, really not into me, going, actually, I guess, this one, I don't know. Nonetheless, that has been humbling in the fact that I know I've created something really strong here because I'm getting reactions from both sides of the aisle, and that matters to me. And that was a goal. And that feels good when you accomplish a goal.
Tim asks, what surprised you the most about the success of the book launch compared to your last book? Thanks for all you do.
I don't know. I mean, there were so many more of you guys than there was with just me and Nate for Jab, Jab, Jab. I guess, I don't know if anything surprised me. I would say that my team, starting with you, Andy, you guys really, really brought it. You really did. Like, I'm really proud of the team. And it built momentum. I think, you know, Stefan, Andrew, like I could see even like halfway through, like it just, the whole team came together. Like, you guys really worked. Especially, I think since the 1st of January, it really was rolling. Like, I think the other thing that surprised me is that I fucked up. I didn't have that one organized day, 30 days. There was no reason to have the fuck up of not having that one organized day. And that's on me, not on you guys. I like how you looked at Andy. Like, there's one day that we should have had that wouldn't have allowed all the vulnerabilities that I can think of now. Like, there's literally like 40 more people that I could have had write a Medium review. There's probably 100 more influencers that I said this yesterday. You just don't, we said this, Stefan, at the end of Daily V yesterday. As hard as you leave it on the field, there's always like the 15 other things you can think of. That, there's things that we did better on jab, jab that we didn't do on this, that I'm just like, man. So, just, I guess what surprised me, it's not what surprised me. The two observations are, I'm so proud of the team. I thought they really brought it, and I'm used to being the strongest energy, and for the team to match my energy or get close to it excites me. And then two, even with all that, even when I think I'm the best, even with all that support, 7, 8 of you underneath me, I literally right this minute can think of 25 more things that we left on the table. Crazy. Just can't get it to it. And you know what? That's what's important. I think a lot of people beat themselves up for it. I recognize it because I want to give a good answer on the show, mainly because I want to give you a proxy, which is like, look, you give it your at bat. And that's what it is. It's like, when you see an athlete retire, right? A lot of big guys are retiring, Peyton, Kobe, all this. If you can get into that place where you felt like, look, you left a lot on the table. You don't think Kobe and Peyton are thinking right now about that one championship they had? You don't think Kobe's thinking about that game 7 against the Celtics? You don't think Peyton's thinking about that Saints game? Like, they're thinking about it every second of the day because that's what winners do. Winners think about that, but it doesn't destroy them. It doesn't become cancer. It's just something they love to ponder while being equally massively content that they left it on the field. And that's how I feel about this book. We did a really great job. I'm really proud of it. There's 25 things I wish we did. That was deep. I like that one. Cool. Last one. You're excited about this one because this was gonna.
It's a cute one.
Oh, you like cuteness.
I like cute things.
You're into cute?
Sometimes, yeah.
Great.
Oh, you look upset.
No, I don't have you positioned as cute,
Well,
I don't, not that you're not cute, I mean that you're not into like, let's have pink fluffy flowers thrown in the air.
Things can be cute, not be pink and fluffy, too.
Yes, I know that. That's why I'm curious to see what this is. Let's see how, that's right, let's see how cute this is.
Dan D asks, what did it feel like to see the book in stores today?
I haven't seen it yet. Great question, India. You know that I didn't
What
see
about like
it.
people tweeting at you and stuff? Like,
That's not me seeing it. You lost. Question of the day. The hell was India doing on that? I'm just kidding. Question of the day. Yeah. Well, you know what? This is actually in your world too, and we're gonna do it together. Question of the day. Tag the person that I should give this book to. I'm giving away 100 copies on me. You're gonna work with me on this. Now, these are people that 100% don't know about what's going on here, but you see from afar could benefit from this. We're gonna surprise some peeps, my friends. We did this yesterday too, right? So there's some people that reply and we're gonna do 4 or 5 there, but we're going big today. This is me giving back to the Vayner Nation, to the people that are most important in your life and things of that nature. We're gonna go hard at this, Andy. I really wanna surprise people. I like how people on Facebook Live are like, whoa. They're gonna be ready for when this goes up in a couple hours. Steph, what do you think, 4 hours from now? Yeah. Okay, Facebook, YouTube. It's Facebook. YouTube, if you're watching, go to Facebook, facebook.com/Gary. Please tag the person that you think needs this book. India put together a team, Garrett, Riley. So they reply in there. They go, hey, Stefan tags Terry Rice. Riley and Garrett and you have to go, or whoever we put the team on, goes in there and says, hey, Terry Rice, tag him. If you DM me your address, we'll get the book out to you. Let's make 100 people better. You keep asking questions, I'll keep answering them. Thank you, Vayner Nation. Nope, I have a different plan for it. See you later.